Hi guys, it's Alice here from Mini Model Wars, and yeah, today is the last video on the Tau Tactics. I am quite emotional. Never had so much fun doing the Tau, because those of you who don't know, I quit the Tau. No, I didn't quit the Tau, but I stopped collecting the Tau for a bit, as I did my Chaos Space Marines. So doing this has really brought back some good memories. But anyway, this is the heavy support. Oh gosh, just pop that back on there. So this is the heavy support units then today. Heavy support, obviously you need heavy support to bulk out your army. They blow up a lot of stuff on the board. Everyone loves heavy support. They take out some tanks, and in Tau case they take out a bit more than tanks. They take out land raiders. First one then is obviously the most iconic, in my opinion, of the heavy support, and this is the tank that is the Hammerhead. Brilliant tank, front armor 13. It was quite, unfortunately, as with all tanks, Tau tanks, they haven't got much front armor, but anyway, and front armor 13, which is not too bad, I suppose, compared to Land Raider front armor 13, Rhino front armor 12. So you know, it's a bit harder. Melter, I think, if Melter's strength 8, then it'll be 5s to glance. But this bad boy here is what we're looking for. It's the railgun, strength 8, AP 1. 72 inches. It's cracking. It's absolutely brilliant. You have the choice of a submunition or a solid shot. Solid shot is obviously one big shot with a strength AP 1, all that. Submunition has the big blast template. So you can use this guy for literally, you know, taking out troops or taking out the big land raiding tanks and stuff. Of course, you can also get this. This is the ion cannon. I've never used it before. I just keep it in a bits box. Don't know why I have it, but I've never actually seen anyone use that on their Hammerhead. So Hammerhead has pretty, you know, obviously because they're cool weapons. You also have the burst cannon in the front, so you can take out even more troops. But in my opinion, the Hammerhead, you know, it's just more fun just to stand back and blow stuff up. There's no other way, to be honest. Is there? Really, just thinking about it, I would maybe get this guy. Maybe if you could put him behind like an Aegis defense line or that sort of thing, like a wall, on the flank, on the sides. So then they may be harder to pick out, or the line of sight might be a bit harder. Basically, if you can get the line of sight on the first turn of maybe the tanks, the biggest tank like Land Raider, then and then, you know, if they move around a bit, then they might not have your line of sight. So you have the advantage then of giving that, especially if you've got the first turn. If you haven't got the first turn, then maybe you have a bit of a disadvantage. But at least then you can move after they've moved, so you can blow them up, and then, you know. But anyway, so if you have Sinner on the sides, then you know, you can use your whole board. If you have in the middle, fine. But normally, you normally have maybe like a bastion or something in the middle. Just a typical board that is now. Typical board that I've played on anyway. You normally have like something, you know, like a centerpiece in the middle, which normally blocks line of sight. If you put it on the sides, you can have the whole thing on your left. And then the way I do it then, if I have two of these, so I put one of them on the left and one of them on the right flank. So you know, they can both fight. If you put two of them in the middle, fine. You know, it might work as well, but you're also blocking a lot of your other troops who you know, want to charge up the objectives, and you're blocking your devilfish who want to get up there ASAP. So you know, and then the burst cannon, if anyone gets too close, then you can try and snap. You know, you can try and get them out with that. Next, in my opinion, the same. I cannot. Everyone likes this thing. I can't say it. This guy, the broadside, very you know, very furious, brilliant in battle. I only have one, but I prefer. You know, I prefer about 3 or 4 because how good they are. Dual wield railguns, missile pods. I think they. Oh gosh, arm just fell off there. This is Finecast. Unfortunately, that's the problem with these guys, is you can't just buy the broadside battlesuit. You have to buy the Christ battlesuit and then upgrade pack, which is a bit weird. But I have to fix this on after. These guys are not too bad. I think the main point is that they have 2 wounds and it's a 2+ armor save, which is brilliant because then you know you're going to stay on the board for maybe even the whole game, probably the whole game anyway, unless they do concentrate a lot of firepower down this guy's way. So yeah, same with the railguns, brilliant. Again, in my opinion, these guys pretty much the same tactic as the hammerhead. Just keep him back a bit, fire as much as you can, keep a good line of sight, maybe pop him on top of maybe a bastion, or you know, something tall like maybe some ruins. So he can fire down then at, you know, all the small people below. Hopefully, I remember once I played against Imperial Guard, and obviously the Guard are known for tanks. No, not really, not with the railguns in the battle. Because I was playing with my friend who also plays Tau. Well, my friend's dad, but and he has 4 hammerheads and 5 broadsides. So obviously the Imperial Guard tanks were kaput by go 3, 4, and then you know, we completely obliterated them. To be honest, it was brilliant fun. But that's what the guns are for. So yeah, again, just maybe keep them on a building. So I've maybe better line of sight. Obviously, you can't stick one of these and balance him on a ruins, can you? Really, unless you want to. But yeah. So these guys, if you keep them on high ground, they'll have massive line of sight. You can blow them up nice, and you know, they'll definitely do a lot of damage. And with as I said, 2+ armor save, 2 wounds. They're very hard to kill. Next then, to what I think is the most pointless unit in the Tau army, even worse than the Pathfinders. And the Kroot, even worse than the Kroot, and the Kroot can be quite useful. But I don't know if any of you guys have seen my Tau video of my whole army, but I asked the question in the comment section. You know, what do you guys think of this? These they are sniper drones with a spotter. They come with rail rifles. Rail rifles, in my opinion, again, are pretty shocking. As in, they're meant to be. They are. I don't know how you can call them heavy support. To be honest with you, the rail rifles are 36 inches, strength 6, AP 3. It might be a bit stronger than most weapons, which is, I suppose, a good way, but you know, it's rubbish. You know, they're not going to do much. You can't. You know, they haven't got like heavy 4. Or so they can only fire 1 shot each, annoyingly. But the only difference is they have pinning. But that's pretty much it. They do have, obviously, 3 guys in the unit and a spotter. I think you need the spotter in the unit to keep him alive, to keep him shooting. I'm not sure about that, because it's not in the codex. The Tau codex really needs to be updated. So I'm not sure if that is the case, then obviously you want to keep this guy in the back. If that's not the case, then you can keep this guy in the front, take all the wounds. He'll die straight away, mind. But that's the weird thing. This guy is not a single unit. He's just part of the squad, which is a bit weird. I love the model. The models look amazing. Really easy to assemble as well. This is Finecast, and it was unbelievably easy to assemble. Which I think the only Finecast that was easy to assemble. Not like the drones. You know, the drones have little holes in the bottom of them. These guys, they kind of, when you build it, they interlink to make a hole, which is quite cool. I think that the building wise, they're brilliant. So yeah, unfortunately, as I said, because they're not amazing, I don't play them often, so I don't know the only tactics I have for these guys. Which still is an amazing tactic, is because they're heavy support, keep them back a bit, snapshotting the, say, you know, you can take out a tactical squad. That's probably the best thing to do, because I don't know what else you're gonna do. If you can take out the tactical squad, then you know, you might be able to get some kill points, get some victory points, snap them off the objectives, but obviously you won't be able to take out Terminators because they're 2+ armor saves, and you're not going to be able to take out much else for a heavy support. Now this is armor 6 now, strength 6, sorry, for a heavy support. It is pretty poor, and thinking of the Tau as a shooting army, this really kind of lets them down a bit, doesn't it? That's that then. Literally, just in my opinion, all you can do is same thing with broadside, except You have a bit more shooting to do with these guys because obviously there's three shooting models. But keep them on high ground. Taking out maybe the stragglers. Maybe if you have like, I don't know, a librarian. I don't know what their saves are because I don't play Space Marines. But if their saves are 3+, if you see a single model like a character, maybe you could try and take him out. Especially if he has like 4 wounds, you have a potential of taking out 3 wounds in the first go. So in my opinion, you should definitely just aim for the single characters with these guys, and just kind of have fun with these guys. Don't try and play too tactically with these guys because they're not going to play too tactically for you. They're not going to be amazing for you. They're going to waste a lot of dice rolls, knowing them from my experience. So you're not going to be they're not going to be your best unit. In my opinion, you're not going to want to get another 4 units or something like that of the same squad. Another 4 squads, because they're not worth it for the points, for the points and for the firing. And maybe the only good thing is that they might either distract the enemy, and then the enemy might try and actually shoot these guys, or they might shoot the enemy before they can kill you. But not much. As I said, you can't kill a lot. So that's that then. The only unit that I haven't talked about is the Sky Ray. Brilliant gunship. I haven't got one because I don't know. I've never actually seen anyone use them. So I didn't think I should bother buying them. They're not too bad. Apparently they're exactly the same thing as a railgun. That's what I've heard. So yeah, that's about it. Unfortunately, again, not many town units. When I do the Chaos Space Marine code, the Tactica, there'll probably be 2 parts in Troops Choice Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Elites Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. So that'll definitely be a nice series there for you guys to watch, for all you Chaos Space Marine collectors. Unfortunately, that is the end of the Tau Tactica videos. Thanks very much for watching. I think probably the next video will hopefully be an update on our logo. Our artist has emailed me a nice set of pictures. They're not very good pictures, but they're pictures of his drawings. Not painted, not coloured at all. There's no colour on them because he's using his pad thing, one of those drawing pads you get, fancy stuff, to actually put the colour on. So he doesn't want to really experiment with that until he can get our yes or no for particular logos. So hopefully that'll be the next one then, showing the logos. Maybe you can cast a vote even. Logo 1, 2, or 3. I think we have about 4 logos at the moment. I'm expecting another 2 next week. That's right. That's what I've asked him anyway. I've asked him to come up with 2 next week. Because the logos that he showed me, they were brilliant logos. But well, you'll see them when I put the video up anyway. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment on if you think these guys are absolutely useless, or otherwise. I know a lot of people, well, I don't actually know anyone that plays these guys often on a regular basis and likes them. So if you are one of those people who like them, please send me a comment, because I'm sure all the viewers out there as well would want to know if they're worth buying as well. Because I spent £22. I don't know how much, probably about $30 ish. Comment, sure, just comment if how much £22.50 is in dollars. So that was a bit of a waste of money anyway. Thank you very much, guys. As I said, see you in the next video. Remember, guys, battle on.